Hello everyone and welcome back to Cantabria Infinita. Now, if you take a quick look you can see Field 5, no weeds. Field 8 has also been fertilised, as has Field 21. Field 21 I did miss a little bit, but it's okay. That needs weeding next time. And this needs weeding. This I don't care about because we're going to make, that's a cover crop. Now, what we're going to do today, or what we're going to do for the rest of the series, is we're going to blow our money. That's because when I finish this map, I will not be moving across the equipment, the money, anything. We're starting from scratch. So, as long as we can pay it back by the end, we're successful. With that in mind, what we are going to do today is going to start off by buying this. That is the fruit orchard? Apple field, so that will cost us 536,000. Wow. And I also want to buy this, the olive area. So that's 559,000. Now this is a lot of money, but I think we've got enough stuff in stock, including meat. We've got loads of meat, and we can use all of this to get things going. We have compost that we can use for here, and we have water that we can put in as well. So let me spam this for a little while and see what the maximum amount of money I can get is. Okay, so after a bit of spamming, I've increased the loan to €1,130,000. That should give us enough to buy the apple field and the olive grove. That's only possible, that large amount of loan, because of the fact that we own so much property, and in seasons they're just the loan to match what you already own. So that's what we've got. Let's go back here now. First of all, apple field, yes. Second, olive grove, yes. And we still have 55,000, basically what we already had at the start, available. So, apple field. The trees require water and fertilizer. Oh, and treatment. Interesting. Okay. And the olives, I guess it's the same. Water, fertilizer, and treatment. Okay. Now, how much salt do we have here? Do we have enough? We do have enough. Okay, so we can take salt from the desalination plant. Right, let's go and put water in first. We'll do water, then we'll do the compost, and then we'll work on the salt. Okay, so we've got a full tanker here, full of good water. I say good water, the other stuff isn't bad water, it's just that it's still salinated? Is that the right word? No, I think this is the right way. It is. Woohoo! That's a good start to make sure I'm going the right direction. And this then, just by here, will be the entrance. So, do a left turn and a right turn. And now, just need to try and find... Okay, over here. That was quite easy to find. And I'm guessing that we can just... Oops, I turned my FPS toggle on. There we go. So I don't know how much it's going to take. Probably a full trailer, I'd imagine. Yeah. Okay, how much will he actually take? Let's have a look. 150,000 litres. Right, well I'm not going to put 150,000 in just yet. That's going to take a bit of work, shuttling water back and forth, and also refilling the salt water to get fresh water. But we can put a trailer into here and a trailer into the olive field, and then move on to the compost. So, let's go and get some compost. Go and take the water over to the olive field. That's the first one, isn't it? Right. Let's go and get the water over to the olive field, like I said. Right, this track is probably not the best way to go with a big truck, but having said that, we don't actually have much choice. It's a dirt track either way. But let's get this guy emptied. we go. So that's 32,000 litres going into here as well, and I'm gonna guess 150,000 litre capacity for that guy as well. We have enough water available to do this once more in each tank. So I will do that off camera, I think. But next, like I said, is the compost. And then we'll move on to the salt. Now, of course, the main idea would be that we buy, is it this one? Yeah, the oil factory, and we can use the olives. And with the apples, we can use that to make juice. Nope, not that one. Here, soft drink, maybe. I don't remember. One of them. One of them is for juice or something. Which one is it? That's salad. We can make salad once we've got oil. You know what? For the life of me, I don't remember. Okay. Anyway, let's go and get some compost now. Oh, I'm flat to the floor. It's still struggling a little. Yeah. Let's go and get a trailer load of compost, and we can then deliver that to the apple orchard. I was playing ETS2 yesterday, and I was thinking about what I always say about it being more difficult to drive first person in ETS2. And it's crazy. How can it be? It just feels so wrong. I don't know if anyone else finds this. It just doesn't feel natural. Driving outside in ETS. I do it sometimes. In fact, I did it yesterday on ATS because my mouse was not allowing me to actually change the camera, and so I needed to go outside. Oof, that was a spin. I needed to go outside so that I could actually park. Oh, just mounted. That's not good. So it's telling to fill up, and I think if we disconnect, it should continue filling up. Right, compost. I'm going to take a little shortcut here, guys. And I'm also going to do a complete spin. Look at that. That was awesome. Not a good idea, but awesome. So, yeah. Slightly unrealistic, but there we go. I do not call this a hyper-realistic series. So, we don't always have to be hyper-realistic. You can see this guy is already filled with compost. Lovely jubbly. Put the cover over. Oof, this is heavy. 59,000 litres of compost. I think we'll go to the apple orchard first because it's closest. And because this trailer is much heavier, this is now a 44-ton train, I think I'm going to have to drive a little bit more carefully and a bit more slowly as well. Probably shouldn't go blasting down here at 70 kilometers an hour. Come on. Oof. He is heavy. Really heavy. I think we're going to have to reverse up to that area in the compost. I'm not sure we're going to be able to drive through. In a smaller trailer, definitely. But in this one, I think we're going to have issues if we try that, so we'll just come to a stop. And we'll switch to external because, like I said, I just really struggle in this to be able to reverse. I think it's because the mirrors aren't in a very accurate location. Plus I can't stick my head out the window like I would do. So that should now empty. There we go. So that'll be 59,000 litres. of compost, all we've got to do next is the salt. Ooh, and time is ticking by very quickly. Ah, he can only take 50,000. Interesting. Okay. And so the olive field will be the same, I assume. 20,000 for the olives. Okay. Alright. I'll go and get filled up with another 11,000. And then we can go and drop the compost over to the olives. And we can get working on the salt. See you in a moment. Right, I do have a little bit more than planned. It was quite difficult to get it to 20,000 on the dot, as you can imagine. So we've got a little bit extra. That's fine. What I'll do is I'll dump it on the floor and it can just be shoveled in at a later point. I think that's going to be the easiest thing to do because I need this trailer for salt. And this one has actually got a very nice loading area. There we go. We are now full. So what I'll do is I'll just drop this by here. Perfect. Right, let's go and get ourselves some salt. And then we can get this process started. Only thing is I can't put much salt in, but I can put some until I work out an alternative solution. Such as maybe getting the quarry. I did say I wanted to do everything, but logging. I don't want to do logging and pallet production. I don't know why, I'm not a massive fan of forestry. I think because it's really cumbersome to do. Even with a joystick, I'm not the world's biggest fan of actually controlling the crane arms and all that kind of stuff. Or worse yet, by hand and having to do that weird rotate in the middle of the air. It just looks a bit ridiculous, I think. So yeah, we're going to give logging a miss. Which is fine. We're paying for our own boards and I'm not particularly worried about that. It's not like it's costing us so much money we're not making anything. Okay, so take the roof off. We will drive in and reverse out. I think that's going to be easiest. And we've got to split whatever's here. We've got to split it between the two locations. Okay, so about 3,100 each. Just going to have to be very controlled and careful. We'll put the cover on to make sure we get no moisture. So off to the apple orchard first. Oh, it's 50 down here, guys. Come on. You're being overtaken by a 23.5-ton truck. That is not normal. So as soon as I put this in, we should find that we are starting production. And then, like I said, off camera, I will add some more salt. Right, now I'm going to not talk for a moment because I need to be really careful about this. Oh, it was a little bit too much. But that was really difficult to do. So, if we check now, we should find... Yes, it has everything. Obviously it needs a lot more of that. And a fair amount more of that. But we are now producing 50 litres an hour of apples, and we have how many trees? 17. So we're making 500, 850? 850 litres an hour. That is mighty fine. So now we will head off to the olive grove. And drop the remainder of the salt in there. And then I think we'll be progressing through the night. I know there is actually some meat to sell. There's not an enormous quantity. I mean, I have sold it in far larger quantities before, but it means that if we want to do something like buy the quarry so we can make lime, then we can. We're not using lime on our fields, but if we use lime in the fertilizer thingy, the olive grove, and the apple orchard, then maybe it's worth it. Basically means we're self-sufficient. Okay, we're almost there. Probably need to check as well on all of the productions and make sure they're not overflowing. No, they've got a bit more space. Not much. The dryer takes a really long time to work. I've noticed this. Which is good in a way, because it means I don't have to keep an eye on it all the time, but it's also bad because we do have... Nope. We do have a lot of ham. And that ham, I would like to process it all, if I can. Or at least until I run out of salt there. That would be a better idea. But the salt is being used up so slowly. So, we drop this in. And, as I said, we should find... Look at that. We're going to be making olives. So, olive field. There we go. Again, 50 litres an hour, 17 trees, 850 litres an hour. Perfect. Right. Let's go sell some meat. Okay. Fully loaded with meat. You can see all of the ham back there waiting to be taken over to the dryer. I will probably have to do that off camera because there's a lot of it. Now, before we head out, where are we going? That's the question. Where are we going? So, this boy here is meat. Market Looper. Same time, same place as last time then. No variation. How disappointing. And apparently it's only 14.2 tons, but I don't know if it's actually taking the correct weight of the pallets that's on there. I've got a feeling it's not. We'll check once the trailer's been emptied. But usually we get about 70,000 euros from each trailer each time we sell. I'm hoping we can get the same sort of money today. That'd be good. See, it says 50, guys. 50, not 35. I'm sure you're set in miles per hour, but even still. Come on. This is crawling. Oh, boring, boring, boring. It's so weird that in this game the tractors get stuck behind cars rather than the other way around. Right. Turning right. Just like this guy? No. The indicators on these vehicles really need to be updated in the next game. They need to stop indicating as they turn around. Because it's not a turn that they're doing. So for some reason, I guess it was Giants, they programmed them to be like that. And it's rather weird. Right. Now I remember, I think it was 2 episodes ago, I came here to deliver and had the exact same problem, which was just trying to get this in here, and kind of have to jackknife it to do it. But we're up. And we're selling. going, keep going. Can you sell the last two? No. So, 86,600. We will just take that off, put the handbrake on for a moment. Oh, my pedals. I took them apart and cleaned them, it didn't seem to help. But I am going to invert them soon. Maybe that will help. Okay, that's another 577. 2, I should say. There we go. That wasn't bad. That was about 100,000 in total. Pretty good going. So, let's take this guy back to the slaughterhouse. And I think we are now going to not end the episode, but end the day, and I will see you in the morning. It's a new morning then, and the bank balance has increased massively. That's because I've extended the loan even further. There's a plan for this, don't worry. However, I just want to point out we also made 37,690 yesterday from the biogas plant. That was the manure we sold. And the loan was only 8,000. It wasn't actually that bad. So what we're going to do, we're going to buy the quarry. Oh yes, we are. So that's 440,000 gone. Now, we're also going to buy a tool. It is a wheel loader. I have used this on some other maps that I've played. Not ones that I record. Now, this, it's really, really nice, and in second hand, it looks absolutely awesome. I will show you now. Look at that. Got that nice used, kind of rusty sort of appeal. Really nice. So to go with this, we obviously need some wheel loader tools. Now there's only one tool that we actually need. We don't need all this forestry mulcher and all that, we just need the shovel. Now the shovel will also get that second hand, standard or with teeth. Let's go. Ooh, let's go with teeth. So buy that as well. Okay, so in we pop. Where is the shovel? It is over there. Okay. Obviously this guy does need a bit of a repair. We'll give him a quick repair before we take him over to the quarry, which is basically where he's going to live. We probably won't use him anywhere else. And there may be some background noise today. That's because someone is playing the piano in my house today. So there we go. Those are now repaired. Let's get this guy up to the quarry. Okay, here we are then. Now, what we have to do here, let me just raise that bucket up. Don't think, is this already... Oh, this is ready for us. Cool. So, oh, we need to put diesel in. Ah, okay, that's kind of annoying because I don't have a way of transporting diesel right now. Obviously we do have biogas, but we don't actually have a way of transporting it up here. Okay, I have to buy something to get it up here with, I guess. But let's first check. So, input, gravel, wow, almost nothing has come out. You can apparently produce lime. Now, I don't know how we do that. Okay, so fertilizer is gravel and salt. Lime is gravel and diesel. Okay. I will get down to the shop, just switch off the engine, and get something to transport the diesel that we made in the biodiesel plant. It is lucky that we have the class. He makes pulling trailers like this up hills like these rather easy. Or at least not that difficult. So we are full. This is standard diesel, it's not biodiesel. That's because I have a feeling this device wants normal diesel. I think that's because I don't know. I've just got it in my head that it will want normal diesel, but we will see. So, there we go. We can empty that out. Perfect. There we go. And it's already begun processing, I think. We'll just go and park this guy. Well, we'll turn around, actually. Turn around and get out of the way. Okay. Handbrake on. It's a bit of a hill here. Turn those beacons off first, though. So he has started processing. Yes, we've got 167 litres of lime. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I saw... Yes, we can sell gravel. We can sell it up here for 167. Oh no, sorry, at the quarry we can sell it for 55. Is that gravel or lime? I think that's gravel, isn't it? Yes, it's gravel. So yeah, we can sell it here for 55, or we can take it to one of the other point of sales and we can actually sell it there. That's pretty cool. Anyway, let's get a little bit more filled before we finish the episode. We're not going to be taking lime from here today though, that's the only thing. I think this episode is probably going to be a little bit long already, so I don't want it to be any longer by me messing around going to get the lime. So we'll just put another couple of bucketfuls in. It's pretty mountainous around here. Whoops, that's not a good view. And of course it will take one hell of a lot of lime, gravel. I mean, you could even do this with a conveyor belt, I suppose. You could conveyor it out of there, which is something I did mess around with before on the mining construction economy map. I did start making the world's longest conveyor belt. That was, yeah, quite an effort, I'll be honest. So how much do we now have? About 8,000. It gets through the diesel quite quickly, doesn't it? I thought the diesel might take a little bit longer to go through and the gravel would be rather quick, but it seems to be, yeah, getting rid of both of them quite quickly. But I think a machine like this, a nice tracked machine, is going to make this kind of work much easier. A wheel loader with wheels would have been a little bit tricky. But this sort of thing, which is more like an excavator, oh, much easier. Look at that cliff. Not good at all. Right, we'll put one more bucket load in. There we go. And then I think we'll call it quits for today. We've spent even more money. We'll probably be extending that loan again next time. But next time we'll also be able to look at how much we've made in terms of the olives and the apples and see how we're doing. For now though, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.